pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
Now a play fake. Carr. Caught by Montgomery. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Quickly now, a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
And last night, we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And now a look at the Washington defense.
From the time he entered the NFL, Terrell Suggs has been a load to block for anyone. His ability to get upfield and make plays in the backfield, almost unparalleled.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this one up to the 26. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Now Mostert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Mostert. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
180. 54. Mike, 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They hand off off to their big tight end. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
42 the mark, 42 the mark.
Prescott from the gun on third. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to get the first out here as he's out to the 14. And this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936, 168 meetings overall, and the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins.
Check, 42's the mark. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
First down, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Go, go, go.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Single, slot.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott from the gun. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Geis. Shreds the tackle. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. This is Geis. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. On 3rd down, Carr fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
86 to man, 86 to man. What?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Washington. Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And they will take possession of the football right around their own 30. And with points at an extreme premium here in a 0-0 game, that could be a big special teams play right there.
That's an advantage play. Someone create an advantage for their team, give them an opportunity, and special teams is usually a terrific starting point for that. Blocking the punt, now they've given themselves a chance and have seized momentum.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. as his guys are in for 6, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. It's complete to Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now they try the right side here. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Prescott. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 38, Prescott. He's got Green. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. He's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. Here's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Montgomery. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. Else gets into a rhythm, the offensive line, they feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Prescott. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got Fuller, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Scott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Finding Green complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
I got shoot this side. We got 3. That's it.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr, man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 23 yards the pickup there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Carr completes it, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Carr now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Prescott on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw is Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Green brings it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. And able to find Green. 23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Levante David in on the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. To throw is Carr. Gates with a grab. And a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Now Prescott, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Prescott, and this one complete to Reed. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Down. 185. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, tight. That's it.
Carr now on 1st down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Prescott now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Reed with it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that's complete. It's Green here. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 17-14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he's probably wondering, how do I get that mojo back from the first half that he seems to have lost a little bit here in the third quarter?
And every guy has his whisperer on the team. You know, that one guy who can say things to him that other people can't. Right now, he's looking for that guy to kind of, hey, we're good. We're good. 1 interception. Just get it back. Get back to being who you are. And this team will be okay.
Yeah, because they led at halftime, trailing now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a run with Geis, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Procise. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Right back to Procise. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins 38. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Carr, he hits his running back, Procise. Oh no, he lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. Another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Washington. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Geis. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards, down to the 10. The Eagles on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll dump it off to Procise. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time, a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Throw left side is complete to Reed. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I smell fear in that offense.
Prescott now. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check 15.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tramon Williams there to break that one up. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go. Mike, number 53.
The shotgun handoff to Procise. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there.
You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So out now come the Redskins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 1st down, Prescott. Now he's flushed out right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And to give this time to the tailback. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Redskins, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.